begin to make your way to your mat on your shins and sit back into child's pose. Relax the butt toward the feet, relax the chest toward the thighs, and move the knees wide if you choose. Relax the head. Breathe deep in and out of the nose. And when you're ready, begin to make your way into a tabletop. Start to move through cat and cow, breathing in as you drop the belly and breathing out as you round in the back. Do a few rounds, as many as you want. Stretching through the spine. And when you're all done, sit back into child's pose. Relax the hips back, relax the head. Start to move the left arm underneath the right shoulder for a shoulder stretch, and then go to the other side. Come forward into your tabletop. Take a big breath in. Take the hips up and back as you exhale. Downward facing dog. Pedal through the feet. Take the chest back toward the thighs. Relax the head. Bend the knees as you come up on the toes. Take the hips a little higher and the chest back a little farther. Breathe in and out. Start to gaze forward and then walk the feet to the top of the mat. Keep a bend in the knees as you bring the hands up toward the shins or keep them toward the ground. Flatten the back, breathe in, exhale, relax the head, grab opposite elbows in ragdoll pose. Bend the knees even more for a bigger spine stretch before you stand all the way up into high mountain. Bring the hands to heart center. Exhale as you begin to forward fold, relaxing the head. Inhale into your halfway lift, bring the hands to the shins or to the mat, and then when you're ready, step into plank. Shift your body forward and lower either halfway or all of the way. Breathe in as you lift the heart forward in cobra or keep the thighs off the ground in upward facing dog. And then drop the knees and come into a tabletop. Round in the back in your cat pose. Relax the head. Take a breath in and out. Come into your downward facing dog. Shift out to your plank. Breathe in. Lower all the way to your stomach. Breathe out. Keep the hands underneath the shoulders and come up, lifting the chest in cobra, keeping the elbows tight and the shoulders away from the ears. Press into your tabletop and take the hips back into child's pose. Lift the hips up and back into downward facing dog. Create your triangle shape. Take the left leg high, bend through the knee, press the foot away, stretch out the quad. Breathe in, toe goes high. Exhale, step the foot between the hands. Come all the way up, dropping the back heel down. Arms are to a T. Face to the right. Bend through your left knee. Reverse your warrior, taking the left arm overhead, up and back. Move your toes to face the long edge of the mat and a wide leg forward fold as you begin to drop the head. Inhale into a halfway lift. Exhale, relax the head. Twist toward the back of the mat. The right knee is forward. Drop the left heel down. Arms are to a T. Take that. Begin to move your toes toward the long edge of the mat. Arms go overhead. Exhale as you arch in a wide-legged arch. Open the chest. And then start to make your toes face the front of the mat. Bring arms overhead and step the back foot up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bring the hands to the shins or to the mat in your halfway lift. Exhale, step the feet back into plank. Lower, halfway, or all the way down. Bring the heart up and forward, shoulders away from the ears in cobra. Relax back down to the mat. Inhale, tabletop, and then child's pose. Relax the head. Hips begin to lift up and back in your downward facing dog. Take the right leg high. Exhale, step it between your hands. Start to come up and twist to the left, dropping the back heel down in your warrior two. Twist toward the long edge of the mat, toes forward. Exhale in your wide-legged arch. Reach arms overhead, breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Mild inner rotation of the toes. Inhale as you halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Rise all the way up. Open the left knee to the back of the mat, arms to a T, gaze to the left. Inhale, arms overhead again, wide-legged forward fold toward the long edge as you exhale, and then move side to side before letting the head relax to the ground, toward the ground. Twist toward the top of the mat, step the back foot forward. Inhale as you halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, arms go overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Come into a balanced pose as you pull the left knee into the chest and cross it over the right knee in your figure four, and then go to the other side, crossing the ankle over the knee and sit. You can either hold on each leg for a few breaths, or you can kind of move in and out of each leg as it feels good. Just practicing your balance, maybe challenging yourself a little longer each time. Inhale, arms go overhead, breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back into your plank. Drop the left knee down, kickstand the foot to the back of the mat, lift the right arm high. And aside, plank modified. Lower the butt all the way to the ground in a seated tree pose and take the left arm up and over. Side body stretch. Move to face the front of the mat and move the legs back in line with one another before you go to the other side. Kickstanding that right knee and foot, open the chest in a modified side plank on the right arm. And drop the butt down to the ground in a seated tree pose and a side body stretch, taking the right arm up and over. Face the front of the mat, come into your tabletop. Breathe in and out, lifting the knees off the ground and then letting them drop back down to release some sciatic issues. Do that 3 or 4 times before lifting the hips up and back in your downward facing dog. Pedal through your feet. When you're ready, come to a seat. Reach arms overhead, breathe in. Exhale, hands to heart center. Just sit and breathe. Connect. Let go. Focus. And create your intention for this practice the rest of the day and the week. Thank you for joining me today. Namaste.